Prachagacharyam Ashtotra Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shila Prabhupada Maharaj ki Jo Mishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrachagacharya Ashtotra Shrimad Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasi Goswami Maharaj ki Jai Ananda Gauri Vaishnava Vrindi ki Jai Namacharya Das Thakur ki Jai प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees with Guru Gaura. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiri Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah Namah Pangajanabhaya Namah Pangajamaline Namah Pangajanetraya Namaste Pangajangre Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayade Girim Yatkravatamaham Bande Shri Guram Dinadarinam Shri Chaitanyamishwaram Paramanandamadhavam. Hare Krishna. Reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 18, conclusion, the perfection of renunciation, and today's verses 17, 18, and 19. Verse 17. Yasya nahang krido bhavo buddhir yasya na lipyade hatva visa imam lokan nahandi na nivadyade. Yasya nahang krido bhavo buddhir yasya na lipyade hatva visa imam lokan nahandi na nivadyade. Yasya nahang krido bhavo buddhir yasya na lipyade Hatvavi sa iman logan nahandi na nibadyade. Yasya, or one who, na, never, ahangrida, false ego, bhava, nature, buddhi, intelligence. Yasya, one who, na, never, lipyade, is attached. Hatvavi, even killing, sa, he, iman, this, logan, work, na, never, hanti, hills, na, never, nibadyade, becomes entangled. One who is not motivated by false ego, whose intelligence is not entangled, though he kills men in this world, is not the slayer, nor is he bound by his action. Hare Krishna. So, Krishna has very systematically explained what is Tyaga and what is Sannyasa. And after that, he has explained the factors that govern the action. Factors, there are 5 factors which govern the action, which is given in Sankhya Kridante. It means the highest of all knowledge, branch of knowledge. Kridante. Kridante means the ultimate. So that is Vedanta Sutra. In Vedanta Sutra, it is stated there are 5 factors or 5 causes for action, and completion of action, for successful accomplishment of action, these 5 factors should always be present. So which are these factors? Adhishtanam, which means a field of activities, which is a body, whose body consists of the 5 Panchabhutas. And then Tadha, Karta. Karta is a soul. The soul is accepted as a doer, because in Prashnovilshat and Vedanta Sutra, it is stated so. Prashna by the 4.9, it is stated that he is a hearer, he is a seer, he is a smeller, he is a taster, he is a knower, he is a Purusha who is established or founded in Param Purusha. Para, it is said that Parakshare Sampradishto. Parakshare Sampradishto. The Purusha, the soul, is Parakshare Sampradishto. He is fully bound, he fully established, he is grounded in the Parakshare, the superhuman, so the super Atma, super soul. So it is in the Prashna Upanishads, one interesting fact is it will be that, or it is two aspects. You can see that the soul is a doer, as well as soul is well established in the super soul. And that is Adhishtanam, then the Karta, and Karanam. Karanam means the 11 different senses. Indriyani Dashegam Cha, it is stated in 13th chapter. 5 knowledge gathering senses, 5 execution working senses, and then mind. So these are the different senses by which the person can do a work. And then Vividascha Pradak Cheshta. Vividascha Pradak Cheshta. Different kinds of varieties of separately Cheshta. Cheshta, many acharyas like Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Vishwanath Chakravarti, Baladev Vidyabhushan, everyone has given the word meaning as air, life air. Srila Prabhupada has also mentioned as endure. Endure. Somehow, we don't know exactly why the air is included as a separate from the Adhishtan. The Gooseberry, as we know, Panchabhudani. Panchabhudani includes air also. But Acharyas has given us air as a separate from this Adhishtanam. And Srila Prabhupada has given us endure. Endure means the effort that you make for doing a work. Now we have to understand that effort itself is not work. Sometimes when you say that effort or endure is action only, and then it cannot be formed a part of action, because we are talking of the five components of action. So naturally, action cannot be one component of action. But the endure is always based on the purpose with which you are doing this work. There's always a purpose behind one's action. Like Ramanuja says, the yajna, tapa, and dana, there is a purpose. If people are interested in the personal desires, the personal interests, then definitely ishta, anishta, and mishta will accrue to them. But when these acts, yajna, tapa, and dana, are done with a view to achieve Brahman, as stated in Aranya Upanishad 4.2.24, that Brahmanas try to understand Brahman by yajna, tava, and karma, and dana. So the purpose or the motive, or you can say purpose, by which a action is executed is actually the cause for the reactions or the actions, not the action itself. So the purpose is very important. So Srila Prabhupada, he has mentioned also, before executing a plan, you have some plan in your mind how to do this work. Like when you are constructing a big temple or big building as such, before that a plan is drawn, a plan is there, and based on the plan only the work is executed. So the plan is based on the purpose. Why do you build a building? There is a purpose behind that. If it is can be residential or can be for any purpose, the purpose is very important. So we can say that cheshta is purpose. Because action without purpose, you cannot execute any purpose, any action, because there should be a purpose behind an action. So that is the fourth factor. And the fifth factor is Daivam. Daivam is Paramatma. Shankaracharya and Advaitavadis accept Deva as the presiding deities of all senses, each senses. There are presiding deities in each senses. It is stated in Vedas and Srimad Bhagavatam also. Second canto, if you go, the 8th chapter, you'll find this. Sorry, the 10th chapter, you'll find this. But even if you accept that the Deva means the presiding deities of the senses, these presiding deities senses take the instruction from Paramatma only, just like the department heads, Varuna, Indra, Surya, Vayu, and all those department heads. They act as representatives of Supreme Personality, the Supreme Personality. Same way, the Devas, which they accepted as plural, Devam. Actually, Devam actually also means Supreme, but they take it as plural. If you accept as them as presiding deities, these presiding deities also act on behalf of the Paramatma. So ultimately, it is Paramatma who is Devam, and we can see that all actions are executed under the sanction and by the facilities provided by the Supreme Soul or the Supreme Person to the soul. The soul cannot act without body, senses, mind, intellect, and these are all provided by the Supreme. So, in any action, every action, the real agent, we can see it is Supreme only, although the purpose is different. It's a purpose that determines whether the action is Nyaya or Anyaya. The next verse is given, Sharirvang Manobhir Yit Karma Prarabhadenara Nyayam Va Viparitam Va. So Nyaya means a right way or the just way. Anyaya means the opposite. The right way is act according to the injunctions of the Shastra, and Anyaya is act opposing the Shastras. So the Cheshta, as mentioned in the 14th chapter, as a fourth factor, should then be purpose only. Then only we can see that different actions are accruing because of different purposes. And purposes are, as you know, the purpose by which a person is doing act is based on his gunas. Everyone acts according to his guna only. Everyone has got a purpose, and this purpose for each individual is determined by his, the guna in which he is acting. Understanding, Sigdamaji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Because what happened was last class I couldn't record the class also, the verses 13 to 17. I couldn't. This is being recorded, so if you have missed also, you can just see. I'm explaining the previous verses also.
Yes, Prabhuji. Actually, due to poor network, now I am trying from 5:10. I am going on connecting, but due to poor network, again I switch up my mobile. Again I tried 2 times. Then it is connected.
Connected. Okay, it happens. Thanks. So 15th verse says that whatever action by body, word, and mind executed by a person, Nara means man, a person, whether right or unjust, just or unjust, the 5 factors are always there. These 5 factors, because you can act, you can execute a work only with these 5 factors. You cannot take away one. Now, you cannot say that Atma is not actually Atma, it's false ego only. Shankaracharya has mentioned that this actually is false ego. So these 5 actions, for the 5 factors are superimposed on the ego. So he is juggling with words. Because ultimately, you'll find that karma and Tyagi or sannyas, the Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga are ultimately one and the same. But he will never agree, because according to him, karma is totally prakriti only, and jnana is the understanding that we are the consciousness only. So prakriti, the action has got nothing to do with consciousness, which is his stated point. But Veda states otherwise. There you find the next two verses also. If you accept this, Shankaracharya's view that the soul actually is not doing anything, then the soul which is bound, that is ahankar laga, is also in this body. If you come to next 17th verse, it will be more clear. So we explain that in the 17th verse. So whatever actions a person is doing, whether right or wrong, these five factors are always same. Which are the five factors? The gross body.
Prakriti, Jiva, Kala, Karma, and Isvara.
No. The 14th verse is different. 14th verse
Yes.
says is that adhishtanam tada karta karanam cha pradvidha vividhascha pradak cheshta devam jeva prapancham. Adhishtan means gross body, karna means senses, as a karta means soul, karna means senses, cheshta, many acharyas give us vital layers. Srila Prabhupada is endeavor, and the endeavor is based on purpose, so you can say it's a purpose also. And then Daivam, super soul. These are the five factors which govern an action. Other things are five principles that is stated in Bhagavad Gita. Ishara Prakriti, Prakriti, Ishara Jiva Prakriti, Kala Karma, five factors or five principles, and the principles of Bhagavad Gita. But these are five factors of action or five causes of action. Got it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So these five factors are always present. Whichever act we do, these five factors are also there. Now, the 16th verse says, Tatrevam Sari, that being so means these factors are always there. Karta Atmanam Kevalam Tuya Pashyadi. Karta Atmanam Tuya, I am only doing. Karta Atmanam Tu, Atmanam Tu, only I am doing, only I am involved. Kevalam, only I am. Kevalam means only I am doing. Who? One who sees that. He says Agrada Buddhitwan, is Agrada Buddhitwan, is unintelligence. This due to this view is due to what? Unintelligence. That I am the person who is doing this. Parde kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha.
Ahankara vimudatma karta aham iti manyate.
Karta aham iti manyate. He says I am the, because he is neglecting the other four factors. So that means he is not understood.
Yes.
He doesn't know. He's not aware of this. The person who feels that I'm only involved. He discards the body, he discards the senses, he discards the super soul. Everything discards, and only says that I am the person, because he doesn't see anything else. Because due to his unintelligence, why he is unintelligent? Because of Durmati. Durmati means being, Srila Ramanuja says, wicked mind, wicked intelligence. Because he's foolish, because he has got blurred intelligence, he becomes unintelligent. And because of unintelligence, or he feels that he's the only person involved. So such a person does not accept the Supreme and does not accept the Vedas. So this is, you can say, a conditioned soul. He's a conditioned soul. Then 17 explains what yasya naham grido bhavo buddhir yasya nalipyade. One who doesn't have this aham krida, I am the person, aham krida, it is due to me only, I am doing this. Buddhir yasya nalipyade, the buddhi is not attached. Attached to what? Attached to the action itself, the fruits of action, and the agency of action. So idea is the person, this intelligent person who is in the mode of sattva, one who is sattvic mode of goodness, He understands that I am not doing this. It is done by the Supreme only. And since the Supreme is doing this, I am ascribing the agency to the Supreme only. So he accepts that he's one of the 5 factors only. So that means he is not false ego. No, false ego comes because of the purpose only. Because when is unintelligent, then it becomes false ego. When one is intelligent, one who is in the mode of Sattva Guna, then the purpose with which he acts is significant. So we can say the action, the 5 components, the karta, when he is foolish, he is a bound one. When he is intelligent, he is unbound. Whichever way, the karta is a part of action. Shankaracharya refuses to accept karta as actor or the doer. But karta is very much a doer. And when he is having ahankara caused by rajogun and tamogun, then he is bound up. When he is not having ahankara, when his intelligence is very clear, medhavi chinna samshaya, when he is very clear, and then he is what here, hatwabi, it says that hatwabi saiman logan. Hatwabi saiman logan. Logan means people in this loka, which means now Arjuna, he is in the battlefield, Kurukshetra, and now he has to execute action. Execute action means he has to kill Bhishma, Drona, everyone. That is his duty. So if he does that, Hatwabi Saiman Logan, Nahandi, he is not the killer, nor he is bound by his actions. Because he is doing it as a matter of duty on the instructions of the Supreme. He is taking instruction from Supreme. Now, we can say, yes, in the case of pure devotees, or you can say this consciousness, pure Krishna consciousness, his decisions or his actions or his senses are everything controlled by Krishna because he has surrendered to Krishna. Everything he has surrendered to Krishna. Because he has surrendered everything to Krishna, now Krishna will take over. So Arjuna, right from the beginning, Shadisteham, Shadimam Tvam Prabannam. When he said that I am your disciple, please instruct me, Shadimam, please instruct me. Which means Arjuna is willing to accept whatever instructions the Supreme will give, that Krishna will give him. And when he is acting under the instruction of Krishna, although he kills, he is not a killer, nor is he bound by his actions. So that is the meaning. So there ends, this up to 17, the karma kanda section, the karma section is over. Krishna very nicely describes. I've seen that. Krishna is very nicely described what is tyaga, what is sannyasa. And then he has now really systematically explained the factors involved in action. Now, next section, 18 to 1819 onwards, 18 to 30th. Now is describing the impetus to action. What inspires an action? What inspires an action so that a man is or person is acting is called inspiration or prerana, you can say prerana or motivation, which is given in the 18th verse. Jnanam nyayam parijnada trivida karma chodana. Jnanam nyayam parijnada trivida karma chodana. Karanam karma kartedi trivida karma sangraha. Knowledge, objective knowledge, and the knower are the 3 factors which motivate action. The senses, the work, and the doer comprise the threefold basis of action. So the first 3, the first verse or the first line The first three, jnanam. Jnanam means knowledge. Knowledge about what? Knowledge about nyayam. Nyayam means object of knowledge. For example, I am doing a yajna. Just say Jyotishtami is a name. Yajna. Now I should understand what is Jyotishtami. What are the benefit I'll get if I do Jyotishtami, and the process by which this yajna can be conducted. This is knowledge. Are you following?
Yes, yes.
Knowledge means understanding things as they are, how to do this. And nyaya means object of knowledge. Now, for me, the object is now the yajna called Jyotishtami. So I should know what are the benefit of nyayam. In the 13th chapter, verse 13, Krishna says, Nyayam yad pravishyami yat jnatva amritamrishnave. I am going to explain the object knowledge. And what is the benefit? Arjuna says, what is the benefit of understanding this nyayam? Krishna says, yat jnatva amritamrishnave. Then you become immortal. So you can say, whatever the object is, say, whether it's sense object, whatever object, the knowledge, there should be always a clear understanding what is the things involved that, what is the benefit or what is the ill effects of that object. And that is called the knowledge. So knowledge, object knowledge, and the person who knows is called parijnada. One who knows is, the person is the parijnada. This is called karma triputi. Triputi means triad, threefold. Karma triputi. Now, for example, now Arjuna is there in the battlefield. What is his object now? What is
Whether
his
I will do.
Yeah. Conduct the war,
Yes.
isn't it? He has to conduct the
Yes.
war.
Yes,
So
yes.
he should know, they have knowledge of war, how to
I
conduct the
will do
war.
or not.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
you should have the position, because vyuha and all those things, all those days, how the battalions formation is there, and what are the different weapons, the arrows, the bows, the gada, the spear, so many weapons are there. We should know, have the knowledge of how to use these weapons, isn't it?
Yes.
Then only you can conduct the war. Or for example, let's say in the modern days, okay, I'm working as a teacher in a school. If I know what is the remuneration that I'm getting, then that is an inspiration for me to work, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
So nyaya means the object knowledge, and knowledge means the knowledge about this nyaya, and the person who is having this knowledge is called parijnada. So this is the knowledge, jnana triputi. Jnana triputi is called jnana triputi, not karma triputi, jnana triputi, which means the factors which inspire the work, for which this jnana is more important. Now, what is the karma triputi? The action is called karanam karma karteri. Karana means the components, the different components. Suppose I am doing this then I should have the homakunda. I should have this paraphernalia for doing this homakunda. Then I should have the instruments, the spoons and all that. Then I am using my senses also. So karma means the instruments of action, instruments, and karma means the action itself, and the person who is doing is the karta. So with my senses, I am doing this work. I am the karta. The karma is the object. Karta is a subject. Karma is the object, and karana is the instrument. So these are the karma triputi. So for every action, to inspire an action, these two triputis, jnana triputi, namely jnanam nyayam parijnana, and karma triputi, karanam karma karta, is essential. And how this acts in different modes or material modes is the next subject. Krishna says in 19, Jnanam karma cha karta cha trividha guna bhedadaha. Jnanam karma cha karta cha trividha tridhaiva guna bhedadaha prochite guna sankhyane yadavat shunu. In accordance with three modes of material nature, three kinds of knowledge: action and performance of action. So Krishna has explained the karma chodhana and karma sangraha. What is karma chodhana and what is karma sangraha very clearly, and how the people in different modes execute this is the next thing. The people in different modes, one who is sattva-guna, one is rajoguna and tamo-guna. What is the level of knowledge one person has gathered? What are the object of knowledge for them? And how the instruments come into play differs according to different persons, according to the difference in their modes. That is the next subject matter. Up to 40 we will go for jnanam, karma, karta, then all those things. Sukham. So things will be explained up to verse 39. Next 20 verses. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Any questions? Any clarification need?
No, Prabhuji. Actually, the karma trikoti, here it is given karta, karma, and karana. Karanam, karma, and karta. So yes. it is given senses is included in this.
Yeah, karanam, the senses also included instruments as instruments, no?
Senses are included as instruments.
Yes, senses is instrument.
Oh, yes.
Senses is an instrument. Now we can say also the jnanam is connected to karna. Jnanam is connected to karna. The karna instruments can be used only with your knowledge. Now, jnayam is a object knowledge which is karma itself. Jnayam is the object of knowledge, which is karma itself. When examples I am given you this, what is called Jyodhishtami, the war itself, and all those things, all the job which you are doing. So the karma is jnaya only. Karma is what? The object, isn't it?
Yes, it is given.
And the parijnata is karta, one who knows.
Yes.
So this way you can connect also. How you connect the jnana tribodi with karma tribodi is jnanam is karna, jnayam is karma, and parijnana is karta.
Karta. Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay. Right. Okay, we recite.
Yes, Prabhuji. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladaladaine. Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha. Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha. Silatanka Nakhalai. Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho. Yato yato yami tato Narsimha. Bahir Narsimha Hridayir Narsimha. Narsingamadi Sharanam Prapade. Tabakara Kamala Bare. Nakham Adbhuta Sringam. Dalita Hiranyakasipu. Tanu Bhrangam. Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa. जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव नरसिंह देव जय नरसिंह देव जय नरोहरि जय नरोहरि नरोहरि जय नरोहरि जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय जय गुरुदेव प्रभुपाद 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 निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल ओं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युमृत्युं नमाम्यहम्। ओं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युमृत्युं नमाम्यहम्। ओं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युमृत्युं नमाम्यहम्। श्री नरसिंह जय जय श्री नरसिंह प्रह्लादेश जय पद्मामुख पद्माभृंग। श्री नरसिंह जय श्री नरसिंह प्रह्लादेश जय पद्मामुख पद्माभृंग। सर्व विघ्न विनाशक नरसिंह भगवान की जय।
जय गो प्रेमानंदी। थैंक
हरि
यू।
हरि